Movie critic Michael Cook is back after fighting in the Civil War and is reviewing that movie plus Arcadian.
Let's start off with Civil War. This movie opens today at a theater near you. It's set in the near future where the United States is in the midst of a civil war. Texas and California are in alliance against...
Didn't see that coming.
You didn't see those two states coming. Kirsten Dunst plays a famous photojournalist who start off in New York City, and she has an assignment to get down to D.C. to photograph the president, who apparently the U.S. is about to fall to these rebel forces. Comes along with her Kaylee Spaney and Wagner Morio, who does a great job in this film. Nick Offerman plays the president. The part of this film, it's not a political movie in the context of it doesn't explain why these two forces, why the Americans are fighting the rebels. There's no explanation of that, which I think is part of its brilliance, because as the viewer, you don't take a side of knowing who's the good guy, who's the bad guy. All you pay attention to is these Americans fighting each other and doing horrific things. And Kirsten Dunst's character, whose job is to take these photographs, at the same time look after Kaylee Spaney, who's a young photographer coming along for the ride. This movie is visceral, well crafted, and just leaves you thinking about it long after you leave the theater, because the horror of it is that, again, you don't know why they're fighting, but you just feel like how easily it could happen to a country such as ours. Just a phenomenal film. See it in the theater, because it really, the war scenes, the battle scenes are well worth seeing on the big screen. I give this movie an 8.5 out of 10.
The policies, the issues, the philosophies, that's not the issue. The issue is Americans are fighting.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly. So next movie is called Arcadian. The stars Nicolas Cage, also opening today at theaters near you. It's also set in the future, where the future ain't so hot. Nicolas Cage.
It's a theme.
It's a theme today. Nicolas Cage is the father of two twin sons. They're in this remote village. And at the beginning of the movie, you're not quite clear what's going on. At night they have to be inside the house, completely boarded up. And then we quickly learn that at night, monsters try to get into, literal monsters try to get into the house to potentially eat these survivors.
I Am Legend?
Exactly. So Nicolas Cage and his two boys have to constantly be vigilant against these these attackers, as it were. You may have seen this kind of movie before with A Quiet Place and other movies along this line, but this one is truly terrifying, because the filmmaker does a good job of just really dragging on, hitting the suspense button over and over again, really keeping you on the edge of your seat. And just at times when you do get to see the monster, you're just terrified at what these things can do. I love seeing Nicolas Cage. He just plays a dad trying to protect his boys. Not the typical over-the-top Nicolas Cage character that we see at times. But this movie, again, it's a good old-fashioned apocalyptic monster movie.
Yeah, I love those.
Exactly. That we've seen before, but I also thoroughly enjoyed this movie and recommend it, which is why I'll give it at 8.5 out of 10.
8.5 out of 10. So a nice family flick. I got you.
Exactly. Two great family flicks. Bring the kids, the 10-year-olds, they'll love it. No, but for adults, these are two good options this weekend if you feel like going to the theaters, and frankly, if you want to see some crazy stuff in the future.
Next week, can you bring something soft?
I'll try to find some nice romantic comedy.
Yeah, rom-com would be great.
Exactly.